भिंडी की सब्जी। Hi, I'm Anupa and welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and welcome to our series of cooking for beginners. So what do we do now? Now is the time to make another vegetable. Let's make bhindi ki sabji. Bhindi is such a popular vegetable with adults as well as kids. Kids also prefer it as a vegetable to be accompanied with rotis in their tiffin boxes. So apart from that, if you are a beginner and you want to know how to make bhindi ki sabji, this is how you should go about. Very basic recipe. Again, there are very many ways of making this. This is the simplest that I am showing you. So for making bhindi ki sabji, what all do we need? We need nice green tender lady fingers or bhindi, chopped onion, green chilies, oil, coriander powder, turmeric powder, cumin seeds, dry mango powder also known as amchur, salt. Okay, the most important thing while handling bhindi is that after you have washed the vegetable, you have to wipe them dry. It is very important to wipe the bhindi before you cut it because bhindi itself is quite a sticky vegetable and you do not need to add water to cook it. And in case you end up adding water, the vegetable will get extremely sticky and we did not want it that way. So very important is that after you have washed the bhindi under running water, wipe it dry with a clean cloth. After that, we will cut it. So to cut the bhindi, what I would suggest is that you hold all the bhindis in one line like this and just chop the head off like this. After that, hold it like this and cut it into smaller pieces. Isn't it simple? After that, take a smaller bunch and the ends will have to be thrown off. So we'll take another bunch here. A lot of people I have seen cut bhindi like this. They cut one at a time, throw this and they cut like this. This is also another way of doing it. But if you are a beginner and just learning about how to cook and cut vegetables, the earlier method that I had shown was much easier, where you hold all the bhindis together like this, chop off the head and cut it in smaller pieces like this. We've cut sufficient bhindi now. Let's take a wok and we'll add some oil to this. If you like bhindis slightly crisp, make sure you take a little more oil. Oil also has got nice and hot. We'll add some cumin seeds to this. Temper the cumin seeds in oil till it goes darker in color because that is how the actual flavor of cumin will be given out. So let this saute a bit in oil. That's it. You see this? It's gone darker in color. Now what we'll do is we'll take green chili and cut it into bigger pieces. Why bigger pieces? Because we cannot cut it as small as the bhindi because you may tend to bite it while you are having the bhindi. Now we'll add some turmeric powder and you saute this. That's it, to which now we'll add onion. Onion has to be sauteed lightly till it becomes translucent. Onion has slight sweetness, so which imparts that flavor to this entire vegetable. You can also make it without onion if you're a Jain and you don't eat onion. So in that case, after green chilies and haldi, you directly add the bhindi and you start sauteing it. Okay, so after we've added the onion, now is the time to add bhindi. After this, we'll add some salt. We'll add some coriander powder and one very important ingredient that we are going to add is amchur powder. It is very important to add some sourness whenever you cook lady's finger or bhindi. Why? Because it is only due to this sourness that the vegetable will not get very sticky. Always keep in mind that you can also add lemon juice, you could also add kokum, you could also add tomatoes. But one sour ingredient is a must whenever you cook bhindi because this bhindi will otherwise get very sticky. You will actually find strands of glue coming out of bhindi if you do not add any sourness to it. So it is important to add some souring agent. So in this case I have added amchur. You can add lemon juice at the end. You could add tomatoes, You could add kokum petals, you could add kokum juice or syrup, whatever that you have, and then you can cook this bhindi ki sabji. Okay, now that we've added all the spices to this, there's nothing much to do now. We have to cover this and let this cook till the bhindi goes tender. You'll automatically notice that this vegetable will start drying up and it will not get sticky. After that, it is all good to go, and we will serve this with nice rotis if you like. Okay, so let's see. Lovely. But you still see the vegetable is quite sticky because it is still raw. So for this stickiness to go completely, we will have to cook it further, and this entire cooking will have to be done on low heat. So after this, we'll again cover it and we'll let this cook for 5 more minutes. Okay, so I'm sure this is done. We'll switch off the heat. Yes, you see this? Absolutely dry. So we'll serve this in a bowl. Bhindi ki sabzi, a very simple recipe just for you. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you'll be very proud of yourself.